Hello there everyone. In this video, it's not really my usual video. Usually I don't do tips except for that one Jabdoor tutorial. But in today's video, I'm going to give you some tips on how to get better at Geometry Dash. Well, not like better as in skill-wise, but better as in getting more demons beaten. In this video, I'm only going to be recommending classic demons, and most of my tips are gonna go to classic demons. So yeah, basically, if you want to start to beat some levels, and you haven't beaten an extreme demon, like not necessarily even an extreme demon, you haven't beaten a single demon yet. Personally, I would recommend starting from The Nightmare by Jax. It is a really nice start to beginners. It's really easy. It's honestly, I'd say it should be downgraded to around insane difficulty, but currently it is easy demon, and I believe you should try it if you still haven't beaten it. It's fairly easy, to be honest. Try it. Right now I have 4 attempts. I beat it in 4 attempts. That's actually like insane, a little insane. But yeah, I recommend The Nightmare. Next up, I'd also recommend The Lightning Road, although The Lightning Road is a little bit harder. And next up, I would recommend, if you want to push your skill level, I Spy with My Little Eye. I still actually haven't beaten this one, but it's not the hardest level to beat. It looks intimidating, but its gameplay is actually pretty fair. It's harder than The Nightmare or The Lightning Road, I'd say, but if you want to do like a step up, I really recommend this. But if you are not really ready for those levels yet, here's some levels I'd recommend before doing those levels to up your skill level so you would have the skill to beat those levels. First up, if your hardest is like an insane level, I recommend trying the current event level East Side. I've beaten this level, just not on the event page, sadly. I should really beat this level. It's around the average, maybe a little bit harder level than the typical insane. Next up, I'd recommend GD Gangsta Rap, also by Boom Kitty. And lastly, I would probably recommend something like let me try to find it though. Yes, here we go, Flappy Bird. This is more of like a chill one. Yeah, but once you've beaten these, I think you are ready to move on to stuff like easy demons and beat the ones I recommended for you. Those are like easy demons. But if you want to move on to like harder easy demons, I'd recommend something like X-Step V2. I still haven't beaten it, sadly. I should really beat it one day. Yeah, it's not too hard. The Nightmare is way easier, but once you get the hang of this level, it turns pretty easy. It's pretty forgiving to newer players, and it's really easy to get consistent with it. So yeah, it's an X-Step remake. If you beaten X-Step, I think this is good. If you haven't beaten X-Step and you want to beat this level, go beat X-Step first. So yeah, anyways, now let's say you've beaten your first easy demons. So now you want to move on to medium demons. So first up, the medium demon that I'd recommend is B. I still haven't beat it. Most of these levels that I'm going to give examples for, I still haven't beaten. Hold on, let me actually turn off my music so I don't get copyright claimed. Basically, it's pretty easy, not too much to worry about. It's not like the Nightmare. It's not that easy, or the Lightning Road, but I'd recommend it for people who try to beat their first medium demon. Sure, it's not gonna go out for you first attempt unless you're something like a Zoink. You're not gonna beat this first attempt 100%. I believe, at least the majority of you. You're probably gonna have to like practice a little bit before beating this level. Oh, cool! I got a new best. Basically, you're gonna have to practice this level before beating it. Next one, I'd recommend Skeletal Shenanigans. Actually, if you have a good PC. If you have a potato PC, then this level is really laggy and I don't think it's for you. But to be honest, it's really easy to get used to it. Like, get the flow of it, of the gameplay. I remember once I first saw this level, I'm like, oh damn, I'm never beating this. But now that I actually started playing it, it's not that hard. Really recommend. And yeah, on to the next one. So let's say you've beaten like medium demons and now you want to go out to hard demons. I've only beaten one hard demon so far, so from here on out, the results are not gonna be completely accurate. Like, maybe I'll fumble up here and there because I have not beaten any more demons above this difficulty. So yeah, sorry. But now you're gonna want to go to this, and 9 Circles is a good pick in my opinion. After some practice, it gets consistent. At least the start. I've only beaten the start. I don't know about the rest. If you're not really wave carried like me, I guess this level isn't for you because there's like a pretty tight wave part. So yeah. Next up, I'd recommend Jawbreaker. It's like a wee bit harder than 9 Circles. I got around the same percent. Next up, I'd actually recommend Future Funk. It's more of a longer level, so it's gonna have a higher rating because it's longer. That means it's easier than most hard demons, but it's gonna be longer. So if you have like more time to beat this level, we're only on 3% right now. I recommend this level because it's easier than most, but it takes a lot of time to beat. So yeah, anyways, next up I will recommend some insane demons. Now, this is where it's gonna get not too accurate, but now, for insane demons, I'd recommend Windy Landscape for a first. This level is hard, don't get me wrong, but for an insane demon, it's a good start, I'd say. From what I've heard, it's not too hard, and it's a really good pick for a first. I'm probably gonna beat this one day. And yeah, and well, next up, I am going to be recommending another insane level. And that insane level is going to be Crazy 3. Some people might not agree with me, but this level is, in my opinion, pretty forgiving to newer players who start into Insane Demons. At least the start looks pretty forgiving. Maybe I'm completely wrong and the rest is really hard, but personally, I'd recommend this. And yeah, next up, lastly, we are going to go to Extreme Demons. The most popular one is Bloodbath. But I am going to be recommending Red World, not Rebirth, just Red World. This is one of the easier Extreme Demons, I'd say, actually. It's a little bit hard to see because everything's red. But yeah, it's easy to memorize, I'd say, and yeah. But again, these results are probably really inaccurate because I have not beaten any Extreme Demons. Next up, I would recommend a level called Bloodbath. All of you have heard of this, I believe. It's a really good level. It's actually pretty hard for beginners to extreme demons, I believe. But from what I've heard, it's not the hardest. Definitely not the hardest. Also, before being Bloodbath, I recommend beating Cataclysm. Where is it? Cataclysm. It's a little bit easier, but it has like a tight wave part. So, yeah, that's like a hard part. But the rest is not too hard. I've heard that a lot of people do Cataclysm as a first hardest, which the start is it was actually hack verified, fun fact. But other people beat it and it turned into one of the easiest ones. So I'd recommend Red World Rebirth, then Cataclysm, and then Bloodbath. Also another one, Asu, I heard is one of the easier ones. I don't know about this one. I know nothing about Extreme Demons, but yeah, so these two maybe. Anyways, that's it. Tell me if I was really inaccurate and bad at this in the comments. Also, tell me in the comments if I should do the same thing just with platformer levels, because I'm like kind of more familiar with platformer levels than classic levels. So yeah. Also, wait. Hello. Sorry for interrupting the video, but nobody really likes my videos unless I ask them to. So please like. It kind of like quintuples my views or something. Yeah, so like, please. Bye.